Let's take a moment in time to find healing through a little magical workings in the kitchen. My name is Kayla Alyssa, and I am the Wayward Witch. I'm often asked where I get the inspiration for the spell workings that I share. I think it comes from being open to the world as a spiritual existence. For me, witchcraft, healing, and my spiritual practice are all one and the same. It's how I live my life and do my best to view all aspects of it from an animist point of view. Even something as simple as recipes I come across online. I also find that the plant spirit allies that I need to work with or want to work with in order to process through issues or rituals that I'm facing, they find a way to make themselves known to me. In this case, it was Grandmother Thyme and the beautiful fresh spirit of lemons. When you acknowledge the life and lessons that the botanicals listed in a simple cookie recipe can provide, it transforms from simple to simply magical. It is the full moon in May at the time that this video was created. It was the perfect time to tap into eclipse energy for a little herbal healing. On this day, I made lemon thyme cookies with a little embossed sigil magic to help me accept things that I cannot change and help me to emotionally move on. This year, as many of you know, I turned 50. What few may know is that a few years back I moved home to be with my aging mom. The main reason was to be with her and to help her, but it wasn't an easy decision. I grew up in an abusive environment, so being home is far from easy, but I know it's the right thing to do. I did a lot of readings around this 50th birthday of mine and called on many ancestors and on aspects of both my higher self and shadow self. The message was clear and surrounded the concept of hope. Hope has been my ally in helping me survive childhood, but there are times you do need to give up hope because hope can keep you in a perpetual state of an abusive cycle. You keep hoping things will change. There has to come a time when you take stock and realize that it isn't you, it's them, and you can't control or change another person's actions or attitudes. While I have no intention of leaving my mom with respect to providing aid and caring for her around the house, I have realized that there are times in life when you must either live with or work with or share family with individuals who you just will never see eye to eye with. It could be a boss, co-worker, roommate, sibling, friends of your best friends, or parents. This cookie is another way to break bread when you aren't in a position to simply walk away. It's that inhale, exhale, take a breath moment to regroup your composure with a sweet little treat over tea. In all things, I begin major workings by calling on my ancestors of blood, land, and spirit to aid me and bless my creations, adding their energy and power to my intentions if they so see fit. I then make an offering to the botanicals that I'm working with, such as a candlelight and a prayer. In this particular working, my offering goes to the tribal elder or chief in my working, which is Grandmother Thyme. Grandmother Thyme, who heals all things. Through the passage of time, transitions are made. I ask for your gifts to aid in my plight, an offering I make with this gift of light. It doesn't have to be elaborate, it just has to be heartfelt and energetic. As I began the harvest, I think about the gifts that Grandmother Thyme offers. She can assist in easing grief, helps one to remember their own innate strength during hardship. She helps you to let go of the past so you can transition into a fresh new start, while helping you release negative energy and vibrations tied to the situation or people that you have in your life. In a way, she'd be really great energy to work with in cutting ties. While Grandmother Thyme is my tribal leader in this creation, her support can be found in the spirit of lemons. Lemons will aid in purifying and cleansing the energetic vibrations of my body, mind, and soul. More so, her fresh, sweet essence will encourage friendship and cordial behavior between myself and the individual or individuals I need to energetically step away from, even if I can't physically. As I mentioned in my rose cookie recipe, for those concerned with the ethics of sharing enchanted cookies laced with magical intentions, please remember this is my practice that I'm sharing with you. And in my belief system, if the individual partaking of the cookie is aligned with the energy and intention of the ritual baking, and they wish to see similar results, then they will feel that vibration in sync with their own, and it will help heal the situation. If they're not aligned to my intentions and have no interest in reconciling and wish to live in disharmony, then their own energy is going to automatically create a block to it. At the end of the day, this channel is not meant to teach you how to be a witch, just simply sharing how I practice my craft. The recipe itself is simple and very similar to the rose vanilla cookie. Yes, I do have a PDF. Nope, I haven't determined yet the best way to share those with you, but please keep posted on Instagram and on YouTube, and I'll do my best to let you know. I'm thinking it might be Patreon, but we'll see. For now, the recipe is 2 cups all-purpose flour, 1 cup butter, unsalted at room temperature, a half a cup of powdered sugar, a tablespoon of thyme, finely chopped, although I kept it whole because I love the look of the leaves in the recipe, 1 tablespoon of lemon zest, a half teaspoon vanilla extract, a half a teaspoon lemon extract. I subbed a half a teaspoon of lemon zest because I did not have a lemon extract, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. In your mixing bowl, beat the room temperature butter until it's creamy, add the sugar and mix thoroughly, add the thyme, lemon zest, vanilla extract, and either your lemon extract or additional zest. Add the salt and continue to mix until the ingredients are combined. Add the flour 1 cup at a time. I use the sifting method so that I can incorporate shamanic drumming as an element into the workings. And then mix until it just comes together. Create a ball of dough and flatten it slightly before wrapping it and chilling it for an hour in the fridge. Lightly flour your surface, roll the dough out into a 1/4 inch thick, use cookie cutters to cut out your shapes, place them on parchment paper or silicone mat, and return to the fridge for another 20 minutes. Remove from refrigerator and bake for 8 to 10 minutes or until the cookies are golden brown. Once again, I have pulled out my embossed rollers, which I use to add sigil magic to my creations. Each roller has different energies that I can tap into as the symbols speak to me. However, I would love to know what energy you get from the designs and how you might work with them. In this case, I was debating between the rose for love and acceptance, or the clovers, which instantly spoke of protection sigil work. I mean, don't you totally see the triquetra within the design? That's the main reason I bought it. Since unlike the rose vanilla cookie, this cookie is actually not about accepting the situation, but for me personally to move on, I went with the triquetra design for protection for my personal stack of cookies, but I also did a few with the rose, which would be gifted to my mom, because I'm not approaching this ritual from a place of hate or malice, but of love and survival for both of us. While rolling out the cookies, I repeat the chant of intention. Grandmother Thyme, your gift is true. I welcome your power to release the hurt and mourn the loss of what will never be. I take in your gift of strength within to transition to a new beginning. May we find peace together, yet apart. And that encapsulates the entire energy of the intentional baking. We have to live together, but I need to release some of the emotional ties and the negative energies that are associated with my childhood and that keep coming up in constant fights with my mom. And it's not a cure-all end-all. As I mentioned, this video was originally filmed in May. It is now July 3rd that I'm doing the voiceover for it, and it's a constant struggle. But when I need that little burst of energy, I will turn to a cookie. Now, if the cookies run out, I will then turn to a tea. So in the next video, I hope to share with you a simple tea alternative to this cookie that can be a constant ally at your side in times of discord, be it at home, work, or other aspects of your social life in general. For now, many blessings, and as always, I encourage you to embrace the dark, to find the light, and live in balance. I remain yours, Kayla Alyssa, the Wayward Witch.